Yahoo Answers doesn't have the best reputation on the internet. Not in the same way as 4chan, but rather in more of the Facebook sense. It always seemed to me like the people in that community were in two age ranges, really young and really old. Maybe it wasn't that way a decade ago, but now, much like the rest of Yahoo, it's just simply not worth using. This is why today I'll be taking a look at the 10 worst examples of Yahoo Answers I could find. Now I know what you'll be asking, is it really fair to judge an entire website based off its 10 worst threads? No. Should the United States have been involved in World War I and why? Now, if you were to ask a historian or somebody else who knew a little bit about world history this question, they would probably give you a nuanced answer explaining both sides of the story. Instead, on Yahoo Answers, we get this. Yeah, because they ran a freaking plane into the trade centers. And we are off to a bad start. Can you make a male babysitter pay child support? I'm a single mother going to college with my sister. We currently rent an apartment together. A couple weeks ago, I asked my neighbor, a trustworthy guy, if he could watch the kids for 2 hours while I went to class, and my sister wasn't home and he agreed. If he babysits and doesn't accept pay, can I sue him for child support because he took on a fatherly role? I'm sure I can convince a court that he accepted a fatherly role. Oh, I could hear the men's rights activists fuming from a mile away. Thankfully, this woman received a very appropriate response. No, the fatherly role bit you speak of deals with someone who actually took on a true fatherly role. A neighborly 2-hour favor doesn't cut it, not even close, not even remotely close. And what the heck kind of person are you who returns a favor with a lawsuit? Oi, those children need a role model. My favorite part is that for the source he put that he was a lawyer. So no, you cannot get child support simply because a man babysat your child. How do bumblebees fly? According to science, their wing-body ratio is too great. How do they still manage to do so? That's an easy answer. God. God made them that way. Instead of racking your brain on why, just enjoy them for what they are. Just don't get too close. You know, I would usually roast this answer, but considering the person who asked the question rated it a 4 out of 5 stars, who am I to judge? Could you imagine if you had a biology test in school and you just wrote "'cause God made it that way" for every single question and you got an 80% on it? Well, that's basically what would happen if Yahoo Answers was your teacher. I put my cat on a box with a small flask of hydrocyanic acid attached to a Geiger counter that activates the hammer that will break the flask of poison as soon as it detects an atom of radioactive material decay. Is my cat alive or dead? After Googling it, I found out that this is actually a very popular thought experiment called Schrodinger's cat. Now, I'm no expert, but from what I can read, it's a paradox because the cat is both dead and alive if you answer the question. So let's see if we could get any insight about quantum mechanics from the users of Yahoo Answers. You jerk, I hope you die in your sleep and your cat gets a new home if it is alive. You're busted, and you're a sick person. I hope they take all your animals away from you, and take you to jail. WTH are you doing? Put your cat there. I don't know what I expected. I put an egg up my butt and I can't get it out. I shoved a hard-boiled egg in my butt on a whim. Oh, it's hard-boiled. You see, I had a little bit of a trouble understanding how you would even be able to do that without it, breaking. Do SA7A and SA7TEIN mean the same thing? After I got done eating earlier, my friend said SA7AA, but I thought it was SA7TEIN. He's Palestinian if that has to do with the dialects and whatnot. Sorry, milady, I don't understand that language, but I have to say you are one beautiful girl I've seen by your display pic. What a nice guy. This woman came for answers but left with compliments. Help, there is a stalker man that's following me home. So 2 weeks ago I went to this party with my friend Ashley, and we knew everyone there, literally except this one guy. At first I thought it was just me that didn't know him, but I asked my friend later on that night and a few other people that night. Anyway, my friend Ashley dropped me off like a little bit away from my house because my dad doesn't like her. He thinks she's a bad influence. When I was walking to my house that night, the guy from the party was like slowly walking behind me. I wasn't scared at first, but when I kept crossing streets, he would follow me, and when I looked at him, he was smiling all funny. Anyways, I ran home and locked my door super fast after that. I was scared as heck. Today, the same thing happened though. My friend dropped me off a little bit from my house and he was following me. I haven't told anyone yet, but now I'm scared. What should I do? You should move that bookshelf out of the way of the window. It's blocking my view. Please help, very popular techno song. They play it in the clubs. I always hear this song on the radio and in club when I dance, but I cannot figure out title of the song. The song is all beats, but it's like this. Okay, like it starts off slow and then starts picking up the speed and will go faster and faster. It's like dun 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 dun. I assume this guy was looking for the answer to Rude Sandstorm, but I don't know at this point. Let's just move forward. What is intellectual superiority complex? Apparently I could suffer from it, lol, because Libras do or something like that. Problem is, I haven't a clue what that means. I'll guess. I think I am mentally superior than everyone around me, that I am smarter / more worthy. Please explain it to me, if you can, because I don't want to carry this image on. I just need to know what it is to stop it if I have it. If you can give an answer of someone with that complex, please do. I'm a very visual learner, smiley face. An individual suffering from an intellectual superiority complex is one that believes they are more intelligent and knowledgeable than others. Well, if you believe in zodiac attributes, you can't be all that smart, so I wouldn't worry about it. Cheers. Finally, somebody gives an actual answer to a person's question. So finally, we're at the last one, and it's about weeaboos, so let's just get this over with. How do I give my child Naruto whiskers without hurting him? My son is going to be born in 1 week, and I'd like to give him whiskers that look similar to Naruto from the show. The best way I've thought of is getting a disposable scalpel and slowly making 3 cuts on each side of his face, then letting them scar. How can I scar him like this without hurting him? I'd also like the cuts to be clean and straight, but I'm worried about doing this myself. I think they will look rather good. 3 scars on each side of his face, but as I said, I'm worried about how much this will hurt him. Thanks. Hey everybody, and thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. It's really appreciated. And as for people that would ask, where should I go to get my questions answered, I would say just Google it, and there are websites specifically made for different subject matters, and you will probably get a better answer there than if you're just going onto a website and asking the general public, because honestly, the general public doesn't know what they're talking about. If you truly cannot find the answer to your question anywhere on the internet when you Google it, I would suggest trying to go onto a subreddit that's made specifically for that subject matter and then ask the people there. You'll get a better answer than if you ask the 5-year-olds that are on Yahoo Answers. I actually used to use Yahoo Answers a lot back in the day to find out answers to questions. Then the one time I was on there looking at YouTube related stuff and a person asked how much money do YouTubers make, and a person replied that they got $1 for every subscriber they received. That is just not true, and it wasn't true at the time, and the person just made up that number off the top of their head, and I realized from that point onward that Yahoo Answers was completely useless, and that's why I've had this idea for a video in the back of my brain for a couple of years now. So I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, thank you for watching. Songe bien, oui, songe combattant.